Hello everyone, welcome back, and we hope everyone is having a wonderful new year. So we have some scrap to show you guys today, and if you are new to this channel, or any of our channels, what we do is we dumpster dive, as you can see, but we go for scrap, we go for food, we go for clothes, shoes, any usable things that can be donated, used, or even sold in some cases. But this channel is dedicated to our scrapping, and possibly we might start putting our apartment dives on here as well, because we have been getting more requests for that. But also, just to mention about the scrapping, we do donate 5% to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So that's just something that we started recently, where we take basically all the money that we make from scrapping and we donate 5%. That might change later. Maybe, hopefully, we can donate more. But for right now, we are donating 5%. And yeah, the receipts will show you guys, and we'll just keep track of everything that we find and bring you guys along with us, because we really do love doing this. And by donating to St. Jude, this is another way that we can help out and also kind of bring some more awareness to dumpster diving and scrapping, because if you need extra money or you just want to help out, you know, this does make a big difference, I think. There's so much stuff that gets thrown away that people can still use. They can scrap and make some money, or they can, you know, just have some extra income. So we do try to show you guys, you know, a little bit of everything, because at least for us, that's what we do. We do a little bit of everything. So we do scrapping, and that helps to pay our bills, because it is quick money, so you can just go out and get your cash. And we also do dumpster dives at apartments and other types of areas like that, where we can resell items or donate items. And we also do food dives too, just to show you, like, there's a lot of good food that's still out there that can be saved and can be used. So feel free to let us know what you like to see. If you are interested in, you know, our other dives, we do have our other channels as well, and the link is in the description for that. But there's just so much stuff that you can find. And for scrapping, we usually check out like industrial areas, so they do throw out a lot of good stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know, check out your local area and see what's around you. My husband's been finding a lot of wood also, so that's another thing that he's kind of thinking about what he can do with that. So if anyone has any tips or ideas for any projects that Mr. Volt can do with some of the wood that he finds, let us know. But like that right there, that's a good piece of brass. And there's also copper that you can find too. There was some copper in there. So yeah, it's just, some people think that it's just cans and bottles, and that's what we get a lot of, like when we're out like doing our dumpster dives. We do see a lot of people that tend to go for cans and bottles. Maybe because where we're at, they pay pretty well for that too. But like for this right here, like brass and aluminum, you can just clean that up, you know, take it apart and just fill up your totes, take them in when you're done, and you can get a good amount. You don't necessarily have to have a big truck or van either. We do this with our car, and it works well for us. So if you're just starting out, you know, just do what you can and do what works for you. A lot of this is like plastic tubing also, so there's no copper in what's shown right now, but that there's like boards too. If you are interested in that, there's boardsort.com where you can send in a box of your like circuit boards and motherboards, all that stuff, the RAM and all that computer stuff that I'm not fully aware of. But I mean, all the little parts you can check on the website, and it gives you more of a breakdown of what they take. So that's an option too. I know there's some channels on here that, you know, they'll break it down to get the gold out of it. And we've never tried that, but I suppose that's an option if you know how to do that. Even like those cups too, you can find like a lot of stainless steel cups. And I mentioned about the cans and bottles. We do take them, but, okay, I've said this before in here, I know, but if anybody's new, we do take the cans and bottles, but that money goes towards our kids, our son and daughter. They recycle them, so that is their money, but we donate the 5% with everything else that we find. So any copper, brass, whatever we find, that goes towards our donations. Those bags are really strong, so sometimes if you find them too, that's a good thing to keep, because like my husband, he'll find a lot of those bags and they work really well, so yeah, we like finding those. If you have a utility knife too, you can just cut through them easily. Just always be careful, of course. And my husband and son, they like to go out and look for scrap. So they'll go together and, yeah, see what they can find. This area, however, they did start putting a security guard in. So I'm not sure if they've run into a security guard before, but he was fine with them. Like, I think he saw, you know, that my husband was picking up after himself and he wasn't making a mess, and he even picked up a few things that was already there. Yeah, and he was good with it. So just always pick up after yourselves and, you know, be aware, look around too, you know, just in case there's anyone there. You need to always be careful. So my son is holding up the light for Mr. Wolf right now. And he has like a headpiece with the lamp on it, but there's a lot of stuff in there and it just gets in the way. So yeah, our son was just helping right there. But there's so much wood in here too. So again, anybody has any ideas, let us know. As you can see, there's a lot of brass. We like to take non-ferrous, but you know, that's just us. Of course, whatever works for you, works for you. My husband has recently, the scrapyard that he goes to, once you get to a certain point, they give you like a, kind of like a bonus. So you get a little bit extra for what you bring in. So he finally got that, so that's nice. So we might start taking in some of the steel, because we don't usually pick it up, because it's kind of big and bulky, and we usually don't get too much for it. But now, since they're paying a little bit more for that, yeah, that's something that we might take in. And as always, let us know too what you guys find. you know, whether it's scrap or any other items. Like that right there, I mean, someone could probably still use that. You know, the wheel looked pretty new. I don't think it's been used. And sometimes you find like really expensive things too, especially in like business areas. Because they, you know, the equipment and stuff that they sell or use for their companies, they're not cheap. So, you know, keep a lookout for that. So I believe where we're at, we get about $1.75 a pound for cans. I'm not sure if the bottles are the same price, but yeah, we get pretty good money for that. So I know that there's some places that they get a little bit for their cans and bottles, but then they get more for other things, so I think it kind of evens out and balances. It just depends on where you're at and what you're bringing in. It doesn't want to come out. Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck in there pretty good. I think he's just gonna cut it. Yep. Well, he got it, so there you go. And all of the stuff can be cleaned up, like I said. If you want to take it apart and do it like that, go for it. And there's been a lot of scrappers lately, so I guess it kind of depends too how often you go. Maybe the time of day, but my husband usually goes maybe like about twice a day, sometimes once or, you know, every other day. And so he does his rounds and he'll check different areas. He has like his route that he takes, and he just checks on it like in the mornings and then later in the evenings when the businesses are closed. So of course right now it's, you know, still getting dark faster, so earlier. But usually, you know, like he just goes after they're closed and the place is empty, so he can just kind of look through things a little better. But for the businesses, he pretty much has permission from most of the places that he goes to, so that's not too much of an issue. We're not sure, you know how it is for you guys. So just be careful, and then, you know, if you do happen to run into any people that work there or business owners or anything, you know, let them know what you're doing. You know, that you're collecting recyclable items, and you know, for the most part, at least for us, they're always fine with it. So yeah, just be careful and have fun. Thanks for watching, and again, we will be putting more videos up and showing more of our donations. So take care, have a great day, and thanks for watching.